Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this G.I. Joe figure, and it is by Hasbro, and it is their G.I. Joe Classified line, Classified series. Right there, it is Barbecue, and already have him out of packaging, and most of the accessories are already on him except for the tubing, which I didn't attach. Yeah, there's the box, a really nice looking box, and I love the graphics that this box has. Really pretty. And on the back, not so much, it's just a map, so kinda meh. So here we have Barbecue outside of packaging. Really nice looking figure, and very bright orange. Let's get a closer look at him. Helmet, very nice. Overall, a very impressive figure, except for one pretty major issue I have with almost all the classified figures from G.I. Joe. There's tubing. And here's the back side of Barbecue. That backpack. Very pretty. And there are actual markings on there too. So that's neat. And then there's the holster. There's an axe on his back, and he's also holding one. And let's go over the issue I have with this figure. The only and major issue I have with this figure is that the hips are already having stretch marks all over it. And I didn't even rotate his legs, and you could, I don't know if you guys could see it, but there's a stretch mark right there. Let me see if I can point it out. And it's way more prominent on this side here. You can see it's right here. This piece right here. See the peg system? It's not a full peg because they divide this into two halves. So this half is missing a chunk right here on the side here. And you can see on this side, it's also missing a chunk from here because they have to do these drop down legs, which I'm very against. Because here you can see there's a huge stress mark right there. The camera will focus to the specific spot. You can see there's a stress mark right there. There are stress marks right there. So I don't know how long these figures will last, especially when you're posing him. And I find if you heat up the thigh section a little bit, you could loosen up this socket joint a little bit, and that will help, because if you bend this leg, because the socket joint is kind of tight with the ball joint, so when you're turning this leg, you might end up twisting this whole piece right off, this peg system right off. And same with this side. So I find if I heat up with the hair dryer to soften up this whole socket section, then I can move his leg a little bit, and then same with the side. But once it cools down, he'll still be really stiff. But the figure itself is fantastic. He's got a really good range of motion when it comes to head movement. See, he can look up, look down. There's a whole lot of room in there for him to turn his head, and then base of the neck there's another joint, so which is nice. And as for the body itself, this is a one-piece vest that he has on, so it limits his articulation when it comes to the abdominal section. So there's a waist section right here, but the chest, that crunch, you will not be able to move that at all. Then shoulders, it does have a little butterfly joint right there, so it could move forward and back a little bit. And he could raise his arm up to about that much, and of course he could rotate 360. And bicep, there's a swivel joint, double jointed elbows. And then for this hand, let's see, where is it allows you to move up and down on this hand right here, and I believe this hand is the same thing. It moves up and down. Yeah, the joint is because you know how sometimes this hand, it moves in and out, and then while the other hand moves up and down. With Barbecue, both hands move up and down, so the wrist section goes up and down like that. And I am not gonna move the hips because I didn't soften up the plastic yet, so I might ruin the peg system if I try to twist it. If I try to bend this leg, I might twist the peg system right off. So we could lower his leg. Again, I hate it. I hate this option. Other companies can do it better, way better. Yeah, but Hasbro, I don't know why it's not working for him. Thigh does have a cut joint right here. It's hidden by the belt right there. And then, yeah, the camera's not. It's not just it's giving me all kinds of problem today. Knees, double joint, and then boots. There is a swivel cut joint right there, and then hinge joint, the ankles, and does pivot left and right. So he would be stable when you twist the ankle a little bit. Then his feet will be planted on the ground perfectly. So I mean, this is pretty much how all the G.I. Joe classified lines are now. They all have those drop down legs, which I am so not looking forward to, because this is not the first figure I have stress mark on the hip section. I believe the Breaker also has that same issue. I have heard other people where all of their figures has a stress mark on them, which is very disappointing. I wish they would just do regular ball and socket joint instead of doing the drop down legs, because it doesn't help these figures, especially with a couple of these characters. They're not needed at all. The only ones I could see that could benefit with the drop down legs are Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Those are ninjas, so they should be the ones with the drop down legs to give them higher range of motions. But Barbecue, I don't think is needed. Some of the other ones not needed as well. So overall, a great looking figure, but a bit disappointing because of the stress marks. And the tubing, you attach it here to this one right here, and then the other part you attach it to the weapon, which I didn't even show. So let's take a look at this. There's the weapon right here, and then as for the backpack, there's the axe right there, and it is removable. I just slot it on here. Really nice. So it comes with two axes, one here and the one he's holding on to. So there you have it, Barbecue from Hasbro. Thanks for watching.